30 dudes are actually barging into the girls' toilet. And in there, a girl going at it like a madwoman, scrubbing that wall non-stop. Keep in mind, this is the girls' restroom. Out of nowhere, about 30 students come storming in. They're pounding on the toilet door like there's no tomorrow. And that girl? She's still scrubbing the wall for all she's worth. But those darn words on the wall just won't budge. At her wit's end, she sticks her hand into the toilet, dips it in the pee, and tries scrubbing again, all to no avail. Seeing that the classmates outside are about to bust in and more people are crowding into the toilet, and they're surely not gonna let this girl off easy. The girl is so frantic that she whips out a pen and scrawls a line on the wall. And the second she finishes writing, all of a sudden, the whole school goes as quiet as a tomb. The girl steps out to take a peek. Holy cow! All the people have vanished in the blink of an eye. But this ain't no dream. What in the world is going on here? Why was the girl scrubbing the toilet wall? And what did she write? Let's get into the nitty-gritty. This girl, Bam, is being way too biased. She only hands towels to the good-looking O. She's the manager of the school football team, and her actions are really getting under the skin of the other team members. Just then, Nano shows up in front of the team. Nano is a new transfer student who's here to be the second football manager. The moment Nano arrives, she's an instant hit. With just a soft smile, she has the whole football team head over heels, especially O. He's completely smitten. Al hands Nano an ice cream himself. Bam! Who's been secretly crushing on O all this time, flares up with rage in a heartbeat. Just a short while ago, when Bomb invited AU to have ice cream, he said he was tied up. But now, in a flash, he's asking Nano to have ice cream and even wants to take her out to dinner. The insanely jealous Bomb starts to get back at Nano. Since Bomb is the first football manager, she bosses Nano around to do all the dirtiest and most backbreaking jobs. Oh, can't take it anymore. He chews out Bam for picking on Nano and even offers to lend Nano a hand with the work himself. A girl's jealousy can be downright scary. Watching the guy she likes, and Nano being all lovey-dovey like a couple, Bam is seething with anger. Ever since Nano showed up, she's been the apple of the boy's eyes, and the fella she has a thing for is even shielding Nano. Then we see Bomb sitting in the toilet, writing on the wall to let off steam. Nano is a grumpy face girl. The moment Bomb steps out of the toilet, she spots Nano coming in. Nano says hi, but Bam just gives her a dirty look. Nano sees that sentence on the wall, and a strange little smile tugs at the corners of her mouth again. What's the daughter of Satan Nano gonna cook up this time? Then we see Nano lugging a basket of football uniforms. The stench is wafting out of it something fierce. The clothes tumble to the ground. Bam picks them up and gives them a sniff. The smell ain't coming from the clothes. Then Bam sidles up to Nano. Good gracious. The stink is so bad that Bam pukes right on the spots. How on earth could Nano, the daughter of Satan, be stinkier than a can of fermented herring? Right now, the team members who were training are coming back. The moment they step in, they're almost driven out by the stench. They all start accusing Bomb of playing tricks. At this moment, Nano's all smiles as she hands a bottle of water. Who would have thought, so nauseated by the stink that he starts retching. Everyone's chased off by the stench. Nano is a bit befuddled. She picks up a towel and wipes her face. Oh my goodness, the foul smell's actually wafting from Nano's face. Everyone makes a run for it when they see Nano. Bam's on top of the world. She heads home with a swagger. After finishing writing her diary today, suddenly it dawns on her. Could it be that whatever gets written on that wall comes true? So the next day, she dashes to the toilet and simply scribbles that O likes Bam, to avoid any mix-up. Bam specifically notes that it's O from the football team who's into her. After writing, she strolls off full of glee. The teacher's chatting with Bomb when all of a sudden a football comes flying towards Bam. And then we see O rush in front of Bomb to block the ball. Bam's over the moon. She stares at O with a goofy, lovesick look. She's nearly got a nosebleed. Could it be that the wish on the walls come true? Has a fallen for her? But pipes up. What are you looking at? I'm protecting the teacher. Bam wishes she could vanish into thin air. Could it be that the wall doesn't grant wishes like it's supposed to? Never, ever mess with a girl whose jealousy's through the roof. Team member Tang's laughing at Bomb for being delusional. He says if you and a dog got hit by a ball, O would rather block it for the dog than for you. Bomb's so furious that she spins on her heel and takes off. She bolts to the toilet, whips out a pen, and writes that Tang will start biting people like a rabid dog. Out of the blue, there are bouts of dog barks coming from the football field. The classmates all scamper over to check it out. Tang's barking up a storm and snapping at people all over the football field like a lunatic. Bom's watching Tang with a self-satisfied smirk. She also figures out that the wall doesn't fulfill nice wishes, but only wicked curses. Today, Bom's about to scribble away on the wall when she hears a girl getting picked on in the toilet. A basin of water gets dumped on the girl, and she's soaked to the bone. Bam feels bad for the girl, so she spills the beans about the wall's secret to the girl and hands her the pen, suggesting she give it a whirl. After all, it might make her feel better to let it out. But the girl doesn't buy it one bit and thinks Bom's lost her marbles. Bam's kindness is getting thrown right back in her face. Never write willy-nilly on the wall of the girl's toilet, especially curses. Just one sentence Bam wrote made the cleaner kick the bucket. Looks like Bom's got a mean side. Here's what went down. Bam heads to the football field and notices Nano's face is back to normal. Nano's popular with the team members again. Tang, who'd gone all dog crazy, is also back to his old self. Bam's thinking, what in tarnation is going on? Could it all be a fluke? Could it be that the wall can't curse people after all? Bam races to the toilets. The cleaner's scrubbing the wall and all the writing's been washed off. Turns out, once the words are erased, the curse vanishes. Bam scrambles to stop the cleaner and in a panic spills the secret of Wonderwall. But how's a regular person gonna believe that? The cleaner's thinking, how could this young girl go Looney Tunes at such a young age? She figures Bom's just being a troublemaker. The cleaner goes tattling to the teacher. Bam gets a serious tongue lashing from the teacher. This has gotta be the nastiest student on the planet. The fuming Bomb dashes off to the toilet and scrawls on the wall. The cleaner offs herself. Chokes to death? Next morning, when Bomb rocks up at school, the cleaner has actually strung herself up. Nano's bawling her eyes out, going, the cleaner was so darn pitiful. How come she's dead? Bam can't even look Nano in the eye. She never figured her random tantrum would actually snuff someone. The girl who got picked on also tracks Bomb down. You iced the cleaner, right? I saw the words on the wall. That wall's really got some voodoo. I want to give it a whirl too. The guilt-ridden Bomb zooms into the toilet and wipes all the scribbles off the wall. When Bomb steps out the toilet, she spots the cleaner alive and kicking like nothing ever went down. She gives Bam a wonky look. Bam's so spooked that she spins on her heel and hightails it. Just as Bomb's starting to let out a sigh of relief, she hears Nano's voice. What if the person you're crushing on gets poached? Nano's sprawled out on O's lap. The two of them look so lovey-dovey that it sets Bomb's jealousy aflame again. Bam grips the pen tight. Then we see Nano shrieking and tearing out of there. All of a sudden, Nano's face is peppered with zits. It's cause Bomb wrote on the wall once more. Nano's face turns into a cratered mess, like the moon. Bam smirks all smug, but that guilty conscience just won't quit nagging at her. At night, the cleaner and Nano pop up across from Bomb. We see Nano sobbing and hollering over and over, Bam jolts awake in a panic. Thank heavens, it was just a bad dream. But then something truly spine-chilling goes down. The class is in session when out of nowhere, a girl strolls rigged up to the window and takes a flying leap without a second thought. She's a goner right then and there. Why the heck did this classmate go splat for no rhyme or reason? This time, Bomb's completely gobsmacked. She bolts to the toilet. Sure enough, there are words on the wall. Wim does herself in. That's right. It was penned by that girl who got bullied. This Wonderwall can make any wish come true. Bam squares up to the girl. Why'd you do this? Why bump someone off? The girl shoots back. Didn't you have a grand old time when you were blowing off steam? Bam's left with her mouth hanging open. What follows is even more nightmarish. More and more folks cotton onto the wall's secret. Even the dudes are making a beeline for the girl's loo to write curses. The school's gone to pot. One freaky thing after another. A girl having a meal suddenly cracks up laughing like a loon. She hops up on the table with her bowl and starts cutting a rug. A girl in the corridors getting chased by a mob of boys? She's so terrified that she's got nowhere to hide. A boy suddenly flips his lid and starts chomping on people. Even the principal ain't spared. He keels over with a heart attack. The wall on the toilet's already plastered with curses. This time, when Bam takes a gander, oh my god, O's been hexed too. O's a cripple now. Bam zooms to the football field and keeps badgering O to skedaddle home, but only buying her story one bit. This wall is way more potent than the Death Note. Any curse you jot down on it comes to fruition. Just as the two of them are grappling, O suddenly collapses. We see O writhing in excruciating pain in his leg, and just like that, O's leg is shattered for good. By the time the other team members rush over, there's a pen lying on the ground. Bam scoops it up and reckons it's someone on the team who's green with envy of O. But without any evidence, nobody's gonna fess up. Bam dashes back to the John. She's so eaten up with remorse that she wants to wipe all the words off the wall. She hoists the towel, about to clean the wall, when a line of bright red words leaps out. Whoever cleans this wall is a goner. Bam's completely torn. Who pens something so darn vicious? Bam knows the wall's mojo. She has no option but to abandon the idea of scrubbing. After all, she's got a healthy fear of kicking the bucket. Now the school's in an even bigger mess. A whole slew of people are scampering off to write curses. She makes her way back to the football field. O's stuck in a wheelchair. He can't play the football he adores ever again. Jealousy is a bone-chilling thing. Gazing at the person she loves in such agony, Bam finally makes up her mind. She's gonna clean that accursed wall all by her lonesome. After all, it all kicked off with her jealousy. She wants to put an end to this craziness. Right then, Nano pops up out of the blue. We see Nano's face is still peppered with pimples. Bam confesses to Nano that it's all on her. This whole shebang started with her. Who'd have thought Nano would burst into a fit of cackling?
ตอนนั้นโนหน้าเหม็นอะทำก็ดูสะใจดีออก
Bam suspects it was Nano who scrawled that line. Whoever cleans the wall will die. But Nano swears she never put pen to wall. Bam's just about to toddle off to the toilet to scrub all the words off when Nano suddenly starts hollering.
แบมจะไปลบกำแพงอะค่ะ
A mob of people go berserk chasing after Bam, trying to stop her from erasing the writing. Bam ducks into the toilet and locks the door. Outside, over 30 boys and girls come barging in. They're hammering on the door like lunatics. Bam quickly tries scrubbing the wall with her mitt, but it's no dice. She can't budge a thing. Whatever gets scribbled on the wall in the school comes true. Seeing the toilet doors on the verge of caving in, Bam lifts the toilet lid and, in a last-ditch effort, dips her hand in the pee to scrub. But it's all for nothing. Still can't get anything off. With everyone about to bust into the toilet, in a stroke of inspiration, Bam grabs the pen again and scrawls one last line on the wall. The second she finishes, the whole world goes hush. Bam cracks open the door and steps out. There's not a soul in sight. O's wheelchair is sitting forlornly on the football field. All that remains is Nano. And the pimples on Nano's face have vanished. Turns out what Bam wrote on the wall was to make everyone vanish into thin air. Bam strolls down the street. It's desolate, not a single soul. She heads home and, scared out of her britches, tries to call her mom, but there's nobody in her contacts. She's the only one left in the whole wide world. She's gotta live with her own wicked thoughts. And Nano's just hanging out at the school, watching the whole shebang unfold. This is episode 6 and 7 of Girl from Nowhere. The cursed wall is an evil creation, but even spookier is that it can magnify the jealousy in people's hearts to infinity. So, is it the wall that's at fault, or the people? Alright, that's it for this episode. The Girl from Nowhere series will keep on rolling. If you like this vid, remember to follow and subscribe. Catch you next time, bye bye.